Hello there everybody and welcome back. So, you know what, let's just start from the very beginning. And in this particular case, the beginning, well, it all stems from my mind because as I've been watching and also just rewatching Dragon's Rising and, not even necessarily just rewatching it, just thinking about Dragon's Rising, there has been something that has just kept coming back into circulation within my mind, and it's something that I have been thinking about quite a fair bit recently. It's one of those really random, slightly, interesting, lesser spoken about topics as well, so I think that this is going to make for an extremely interesting one. Now, I'm sure that some of you guys are sort of familiar with the setup when it comes to the merge. Obviously, all of the realms united, they all merged together, we know that much, but in some of the shots, some of you guys may have been able to see and tell, there were two moons up in the sky, and if you guys do remember from very early this year, of course, the year 2023, when we just had some images where some people thought they were even AI generated, myself included in that by the way, we saw these two moons and people were, again, kind of using that as ammunition for all of this being AI generated. People thought this was like a slip up in terms of the animation. Why were there two moons? People also thought that maybe this has some sort of correlation to the Two Moon Village. Of course, the village Garmadon went to and essentially discovered within the Garmadon comic book series. Not going to get into that entire story here, but feel free to go and check that out if you guys so wish, as there was a Two Moon Village within that. So maybe that was more of a literal thing, and the merge, obviously we get to kind of see the Two Moon Village within the merge, hence why there were two moons in the sky. It got quite crazy. There were a lot of different theories going around, again, circulating around the Ninjago community, and people wondered what was going on. But when the merge season, obviously Dragon's Rising Season 1, when that actually got released, honestly, this whole two moon topic died down. It wasn't really spoken about much, and you kind of do have to understand why. Obviously, with the season, there were so many more interesting plot points going on, and it was obvious that this whole two moon thing wasn't really going to be a main focus. But recently, as I've been rewatching, it's come back into my mind. It's become very interesting to me, and I feel as though we are going to be finding out more, and I have some evidence. But first of all, I want to read out an older tweet coming from Doc Wyatt, obviously one of the main writers behind Ninjago Dragon's Rising currently. So he says here, quote, "If there were two moons in the night sky, they wouldn't shine down on only one village. They'd shine down on every village, town and city. But the bigger question is, what would put a second moon in the sky? Hashtag no spoilers." And I guess that it becomes obvious now he is talking about the merge. But what I find really interesting is like, does this kind of also now confirm the fact that other Ninjago worlds have their own version of space? Because obviously the moon is something in space, so that seems to make a lot of sense to me. And this is really what I wanted to poke at today, because what is going on with this is this whole two moon concept something that's going to be focused and I guess honed in on in the future. Where does this leave the space aspect of the realms? Like, what is going on with that? And this is absolutely one of these questions that just has me dumbfounded. I'm just here thinking, damn, how the heck would the space system of loads of different Ninjago realms, how have they all come together and combine? Does every realm have its own version of, like, a space, a universe? How does that work? And on top of this, Doc also said, well, in response to somebody, which somebody asked him, by the way, they said, quote, "Not sure if I asked before, but in the power within, after Lloyd used the cause, there was now one moon instead of two. Was it an error?" And then Doc says, no error. So again, just what is going on? Is this going to be a situation where we find out more about the space solar system type deal in the future of Dragon's Rising? Honestly, I am not too sure. Obviously, I can't answer that. Although what I can say is that as of now, it does seem a little bit unlikely. But I mean, when you consider all of this complete just strangeness going on when it comes to the realms and the merge, honestly, would I even be too surprised if the ninja miraculously went to space once more in the future of Dragon's Rising? Not saying it's going to happen in Season 2, because that definitely doesn't seem to be the case, but say in Season 3, 4, 5, heck, maybe even 6, is there a possibility for the ninja to return to space as a result of this whole two-moon merged space solar system deal? Honestly, I wouldn't even be too surprised. There's definitely a possibility open. And again, as I always say in these types of videos, the merge has introduced a ton of goofy, crazy, wacky concepts, you know, whatever you want to call it. Ninjago has introduced a lot of it thanks to Dragons Rising and the concept of the merge. So ultimately, will a space season even seem too far-fetched at this point in time? If you ask me, honestly, probably not, but only time will tell, I guess. Just wanted to talk about this because this whole concept of there being 2 moons in the sky definitely suggests quite a lot when it comes to space, and honestly, I for one am desperate to learn more. But what do you guys think about this? Now that I'm finished here, I encourage all of you to go ahead and do the same in the comments. Feel free to leave any of your own thoughts on this down below in the comment section. I'd love to hear your own thoughts regarding all of this. If you did enjoy this one here, go ahead and leave a like on it, subscribe for more, hit the notification bell, and I will catch you all soon for a new video. So see you all soon, and goodbye.